Welcome to Why Rush Racing, and welcome to round 9 of the National Enduros at Zink Ranch near Sand Springs, Oklahoma. And that's right, I said National Enduro. And hey, but first, remember you can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and thank you to those who are supporting me. I greatly appreciate it and hope you guys support them. Alright, so yeah, I said National Enduro, and here we are. I'm at the beginning. I'm row 52, which means when I start, it's actually going to be 9:52. There's 5 guys on my row, and for those of you that are new to Enduros, not a big deal. I'm going to kind of try to explain it to you as I go, and it's definitely different than hair scrambles. So yeah, 10 seconds, and I watch for the clock, and when it goes to 52, I go. Oh, and it went. Here I go. So yeah, this is pretty exciting. A few firsts here for me. One is the first time I'm outside of Missouri. So in Oklahoma, not too far away. It's a little over a 3-hour drive near Tulsa, Oklahoma. We'll get to that awesome, kind of that red dirt and all that stuff here later on. This whole first test, once again, if you're new to Enduros, I'll get to that. But this whole first test is actually a grass track section. So it was somewhere in the range of 3 miles, and it was just nothing but fun. So yeah, these guys ahead of me, they're either B or A riders, and so I'm not really racing those guys. I'm more or less racing myself. And that's what's kind of cool about Enduros. It's not about where I'm at in the race. I have no idea right now if I'm first, second, third, 20th even. All I know is I'm here right now and I need to go fast. And that's what's cool. And as I'm getting faster and more experienced, I'm able to actually push myself. I've only done one other Enduro, and that was one thing I was kind of frustrated, is I had no idea where I was. So I had a hard time motivating myself. But now, man, then I could see the B riders up ahead of me. I was like, this is kind of fun and exciting and just going. But yeah, so also this is a national Enduro, and so what that means, I don't know if I said that this is a national Enduro. It is. So what that means is there's some of the top riders in the nation here. We have Russell Bobbitt, Grant Baylor, his older brother Stuart Baylor Jr., Josh Strang, Jesse Grome, Corey Budtrick, hey guys, my kids, my wife. We also, did I say Drew Hink? Oh, hey, there's me coming by, saying hi to my boys. And I also got Drew Higgins here. We've seen a few times at some of the more races if you've been following my videos. And then Nick Farringer as well, who we saw last year at the 100 miler. So. But yeah, so here we are still in test 1, and actually I think we're getting ready to wrap it up. About, what, 3.1 miles? And you know you're done when you see this little green E there. And so yeah, I'm done, and there's like, what, 300, I guess officially there's 337 racers on this day, and I'm 240th, so I'm pretty excited. I'm in maybe the bottom third, yeah. So, yeah, I'm having fun though. So, and also now I'm starting my transfer. And so let's get into a little bit about what an Enduro is. A hair scramble, which most of my videos are, is pretty much heads up racing. Starting your row, and those guys on your row are the guys you're really racing. Whereas an Enduro is more like a time trial. So even though on my row there's guys that are B, A, and even C riders could be potentially, all that really matters is that I go as fast as I can during the test. During the transfers, like I'm on right now, I just need to get to the next starting point before it starts, really. So, and there's the schedule and all this stuff, and they give it to me before the race. And in fact, here, let's take a look at it real quick. And this shows me kind of where I'm supposed to start and the times and the distances and all that stuff. But anyways, yeah, so that's an Enduro. It's really a time trial. And let's take some time, a minute, to meet one of the guys. All right, here we are with Grant Baylor, and if you know anything about off-road racing, you know who Grant is. And so, Grant, so you're from, where's your hometown for you?
Anderson, South Carolina.
South Carolina?
And I've been in that area my whole life. Started in Clemson, South Carolina, and we're about 40 minutes away from there now in Anderson. So.
Oh, okay. And then, and so you've been having a pretty good season so far. How are you doing in the National Enduros?
I'm sitting third right now. I had some bad races that put me back, but this is the last race, and not sure how many points I am behind second, which is my brother, but yeah, I'm like 24 behind Bobbitt for the lead. So for me to win or anything, something would have to happen to those guys. But
or you just go crazy superhuman on them.
yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
And then so from what I understand, you may have a little bit of a jet lag still.
Yeah, I mean,
you got back from the ISDE recently.
Yep. Got back Monday night.
Monday night. Okay.
Yeah, so every day I've been falling asleep at like 7 o'clock.
Okay.
And, I've been sleeping all through the night, but still, I mean, I get tired super early. I mean, I'm kind of getting tired right now. It's about 6 o'clock here, which is 7 o'clock at home. So,
yeah.
But
How did you do?
I ended up 20th overall.
Okay.
Out of everybody there, and the team was second, junior team.
Junior team. Okay. Yeah. Neat. And then so tell me, what was, I guess, how was it in Spain? And was the weather dry, hot, or wet and rainy?
We got there and it was super dry. The first 2 days were Dust Bowl.
Okay.
And then that second night it rained all night long, and then some throughout the next day a little bit. So the next day was icy. I mean, it was, as slippery as it gets, because it hadn't rained in so long there, and it was just completely hard packed stuff, and it just turned into ice.
So you got 6 days of racing. What was your biggest challenge you had?
Actually, this year went pretty smooth. I didn't have too many challenges other than just making it through, and other than I got sick. I got sick the day before, and I was sick the whole race until the last day. I woke up that morning, I could actually breathe. I just had a sinus and lung, everything was clogged up from a cold. But if anything, that might have been the biggest challenge.
Great. Well, awesome, Grant. Thank you for taking the time to talk with me, and we're gonna be rooting for you, and we'll see you out there. All right. Oh, wait, hold on. Sponsors. You want to shout out to anybody?
Yeah, the whole MFAB and Pro Yamaha team. My mom and dad, my mechanic Corey, FMF, Kenda Tires, Bell Helmets, MSR Gear. There's a lot of other guys.
Okay. Well, Grant, good luck tomorrow, and we'll see you out there.
Thank you.
Yeah, so that was pretty awesome meeting Grant and several other professional riders. In fact, later on we'll have a little chit chat with Nick Fahringer. But yeah, Grant just got back from the International 6 Days Enduro, and if you've been keeping an eye on the sport, you may know that United States won it in the first time in its history. United States has won. So that was super exciting. And yeah, so here I am still on my transfer. Transfer was a little more wide open and just kind of getting you from point A to point B, and I'm just hauling through this Oklahoma plains stuff. I'm not sure what it's called, but anyways, you kind of go and just ride along. All right, here we are, still on the transfer, and getting into some racks and this brushy stuff. And so yeah, actually so I've been saying transfer and test. I really haven't explained that yet. So a test is really where you're timed. Your final results will be the accumulation of all your tests. And during the transfers, you just need to get to point A to point B in the allotted time. And so here I am. It's like, what, like over almost 6 miles later, and I'm finally getting to the end of my transfer. So this is kind of cool and unexpected. Like, there's all these people just kind of just milling about and chilling. And this is really what kind of made it a lot of fun for me, is that, you ride, and then you get this transfer, and then you get to kind of just take a break and shoot the shit with your buddies and just kind of talk about racing or whatever. And it'd be a good time to catch up with Nick Fahringer. Here's Nick.
All right, here we are with Nick Fahringer. You may, if you've seen my videos in the past, you may have seen him in the 100-miler just tearing it up. In fact, I think he roosted us pretty good coming around a pretty wet spot. A lot of the spectators during, I think, the test too. So Nick, tell me a little about yourself. Where are you from?
I'm from near Dayton, Ohio.
Dayton, Ohio?
I've been riding since I was 3 years old.
Okay.
Pretty much my primary focus my whole life, competition-wise, has been enduro.
Okay.
I'm more of a pure off-road guy, so ever since before I was really even young enough. I've just done enduro and some hare scramble racing, but really I've been on the national enduro scene since 2003.
2003, okay. And when did you, I mean, you started riding, how old were you?
When I started racing enduros?
No, just riding in general.
I started when I was 3 years old.
Okay, and what was your, do you remember what your first bike was?
PW50.
PW50, I'm looking for one for my oldest child right now. Cool, okay. And then, so, have you been to Zink Ranch before?
I've never been here, but my father has. He raced the ISDE here in 1994.
Oh, okay. And what ISD, which is United States, just won, from what I understand. Is that correct?
Yeah. First time the U.S. has won it in the 91-year history of the event.
That is pretty awesome.
It's real cool. It's real cool.
So we've seen you last year in the 100 miler. What'd you think about riding there?
I thought it was cool. It's a great event. I like rugged, challenging off-road races. I like single track. I like a good.
What did you think about the 35 degrees and rainy conditions?
You know, the cold rain sucked. I mean, that borderline was making me sick. It really actually made the event kind of torturous. Just
outside of the 100 miles.
I mean, I was just, every inch of me was wet, and like my ass felt like I was getting frostbitten. It just lost its fun factor for a while. But once it got dark, it just kind of new element of challenge, and you forget about the pain and you just keep going.
Great. Well, Nick, we're looking forward to watching tomorrow. I guess I'll be able to watch you for the field section are saying they're coming through here, so we'll be rooting for you and cheering you on. So thank you very much.
Cool. Thanks.
Yeah, it's so cool how accessible these guys are, how just friendly and just open everybody is, and nice. So yeah, anyways, I do my usual thing, and I forget to turn the camera on at the start of the test. So here I am, a few minutes in. The other guys in my row are already up ahead of me, and that's fine. They're faster than me, and that's where they should be. And so now I'm just trying to just haul some A and just do as best as I can. So we're starting also, as you can see, this is no longer all grass track, right? There's trees. I wouldn't call them big trees, but they're trees. Sweet dirt. I mean, it's just awesome. It did, I think it sprinkled a little bit like previous Wednesday. There were some areas it was a little dusty, but for the most part, man, it's just primo, especially once, you know, people kind of got that amount of their dust. So it was awesome. One thing I noticed is it seemed like at the beginning of the test, it kind of had you just real tight, real, you know, curvies, weaving out into trees. And kind of as the test goes on, things are kind of straightening out a little bit, a little higher speeds potentially. And maybe that's just the way I felt. Oh yeah. So I don't show it because I forgot to turn on my camera. But you know, after riding and then sitting for like, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes, my body kind of got cooled down, I guess you could say. And I rode really bad for like the first minute. I mean, it was like my blood wasn't flowing. So anyways, here we are. I think we're closing towards the end of the test. Let's think here. So test 2 is somewhere about 5.6 miles. So this is quite a bit longer than the first, which is only 3. And it's just nice, smooth and flowy. I like it. Oh yeah, here we are. So the green E means that I finished. I finished the test, and now it's time to go on to the transfer section. And I get exactly how long the transfer. Oh yeah. So now, get on these roads and just kind of go from point A to point B. Get ready for the next one. All right, so here I am. I'm at the end of the transfer, getting close to the test, and I have that card that shows me, but there's also fuel here, sort of. So I'm.
The gas here?
Yeah, it's right over there, but I think.
How do I get there? You go over.
This should go around this road. The grass road is right over there.
Okay, so you got to go this way, or can I go that way?
I think you can go either way.
Okay.
In reality, I'm not even supposed to get gas now. I'm supposed to get it after the next test. but I have no idea what's going on. See, I'm trying to look at my card, see what's going on. I'm looking at the wrong one. I should be up a set. It's like 10:05, and I'm like, weird, I should be here like an hour later. I don't know what's. Anyways, it's called being a newbie. This is my second Enduro ever. So yeah, this is not at the main area. This is like 5-6 miles away by road. So all these people and vehicles and everything that aren't racers, they drove there in a vehicle. And I'm somewhat pretty confused because, yeah, I have no idea what's going on. Now I do. Now that I've had the chance to think about it. And yeah, I'm looking at my clock and I'm like, it's 10:10. I'm supposed to be here at the gas stop at 11:11. It's off by an hour. What is going on? But this is 3 and gas is at 4. Anyways, call it a rookie. So now also I think I'm late for my next start because I was looking at when I was to arrive after the transfer, not when I'm actually supposed to leave. So I get here and I start to see other numbers. I'm like relieved, like, oh, thank God, I'm not late. So once again, I forgot to start it, but hey, that's the way I do things, I guess. So here we are at the start of test 3. And this is kind of where, one thing that was kind of annoying for me is these trees are not like Missouri trees. Missouri trees, you can kind of run into the, oops. Oh, hey, there's one of my row mates there having some troubles. He actually has a flat tire, rear flat tire at this point. He does the whole test on a flat tire. And he beats me. He's an A-rider. These trees, like somebody said, they said these trees have arms or hands or something like that, like kind of grab at you. Right there. Not there. And I'm following the hotlines, right? The shortcuts that people have found or made. Those aren't trimmed out very well, and so you usually get a branch or two to your face. Like right there. Anyways, it starts happening a lot, especially on 4. And that's just something I kind of gotta get used to. If you're racing here in Oklahoma, I guess. But yeah, it's just super fun riding this stuff. The dirt was primo. Some areas were rocky, but for the most part, it was a lot of this stuff, just nice dirt. You know, it's all neutral. More branches. So everything that's getting broken is broken today. It's not all beat in and a bunch of braking bumps and stuff like that. So if you've followed any of the more races, you may know who Levi Page is. He rides in the B30 class. He was actually in a row behind me, and he should be blowing by me here anytime now. There he is. Hey, Levi. So yeah, this is the first time I see Levi, and he actually ends up catching me every test from here on out. Yeah, he's a B rider, I'm an A rider, and these tests kind of get a little longer as we go, and it gives you just a little more opportunity to catch me. So here we are towards the end, closing in towards the end of test 3. Nice flowy trail, love it. Love it. Yep, the greenie means the end of the test. And yeah, so now it's time for the transfer, which this one's actually quite short. So remember I said I was super confused because here is where the gas is available. Oop. So yeah, got some more gas, and now once again I did my usual, which is forget to start the sneaky camera at the beginning. And so yeah, here we are like 30 seconds in, and I'm still behind another guy in my row. I forget his name. Apologize. But yeah, these branches, man. Especially these tight wood sections. Awesome. So coming up here, I think oh, look at that. Getting mauled. So yeah, coming up here. Okay. So there's something strange that happened. So I'm going through here, ducking, following the trail, following the trail. And I'm following the dust now. There's a little bit of a trail here. I'm following the dust. I'm like, this is odd. Something's odd that oh, shoot. Like, where on earth, where did I lose the trail at? I have no idea. And I'm like, did I cut? Is that the trail? What is going on? Following dust the whole time, so I'm thinking, well, I'm just gonna follow the guy in front of me, I guess. I really had no idea where I lost the trail at. So, and looking at the results, like my other people in my class, I was very consistent. So unless I just rode really poorly on this one, I don't think I cut. If I cut, I don't think I cut all that much. So, here's Levi. So that was one thing. I'm like, all right, if I did cut, you know, I would have passed some of my own guys, and they never passed me back. And so, I don't know what happened. Anyways, that was odd. And that was... Alright, so yeah, here we are kind of closing in on the end of test 4. This is an 8.6 mile test. And before too long, my camera's going to die, so I'm kind of starting my wrap up here. This was a really fun event, and especially as I'm starting to get more experience as a racer, where I'm able to push myself without necessarily having somebody there to push me. Enduros are actually a lot of fun, and being my second one, it was no against the first one, but this was really enjoyable, much more enjoyable, and had a great time, and just met some awesome people, and just the level of competition that was here was just awesome. Never seen it like that before. And yeah, here we are, end of test 4. So yeah, I was 252nd, and overall for the day I was 255th. So it was kind of weird, like I was within like plus or minus 10 in all 5 of the tests I did. So yeah, here I'm on the transfer going to test 5, and just kind of fun just going along these roads. And at this point I realized there's no hurry to get to the next one, so I'm just kind of chilling. But as I was saying, Enduros are fun. If you guys have an opportunity, if there's one nearby, go do it. You don't have, seems like there's not as many bottlenecks because you're a little more spaced out, a little more consistent. If somebody comes up behind you, you let him pass because you know you're not really racing each other. He's already beating you if he catches up. And with that is the end of my footage. And so I want to thank everybody for watching. And remember, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. And thank you to my supporters and my sponsors. And most importantly, thank you for watching. Tulsa Trail Riders, thank you for setting up an amazing event. Had an awesome time. Hope to come to it in the future. And looking forward to many more National Enduros to come. I'll see you at the next Hillbilly. Bye.